That's fucking huge, yeah.
Louis' dad, his name is Bandit, gives all other dads a bad name because that motherfucker's amazing, yo. I have fun with my kid. No one has that much fun with their kids. Yeah.
You know, he said no one has that much fun with his kids. Come on, man.
No one has time to get off work and then go play make-believe for 6 hours. And yeah, word.
How do you think I get through work?
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing make believe.
6 hours of make believe. I'm checked out, dude.
That's a fact. Talk that shit, Carl.
I can't do it, yo. I might hurt myself. Yeah. Word. I'm saying, what up, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Boom. Episode issue 129. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Before we introduce our special guest. Your room. Go to your room.
What?
That's Primo Jab talking to Baby Jab in the group message. You didn't know you were recording that shit, Primo Jab.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was walking around.
True indeed, man. We got a real special guest on here. But first of all, Carl, how you doing, bro?
I'm amazing. Rocking my 100 miles hoodie today.
Oh, shit. My shit popped off like a burner, son. Yeah, it really did, yo. Boom, boom, boom. Primo Jab, how are you?
I'm Gucci, my man. Very Gucci, you know.
Yeah.
Ash just went to sleep. Everything good. What's up.
Everything is lovely over there in Jab World. Boom. Now we got a super special guest from over the pond. You know what I'm saying?
Our brother.
Future. You know what I'm saying? In the
future.
Yeah. The year starts over there in Perth. You know what I'm saying? Word. The year starts over there in Australia, yo. From Melbourne, Australia. You live there? Or you from Melbourne? Born?
Yeah, that's correct, man. I'm born and raised Melbourne.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's city guy, so not in the outback with kangaroos or any of that shit. I just like to say that because other podcasts that I've done overseas, you know, they're like, oh, so is it really like that? Like they think we're making beats in a tin shed or some shit.
Yeah, everybody's a bushman.
But, city dude, man. Melbourne City all the way. But shout out to my Perth homies as well. They're in there. Yeah, I think they're in front of us even. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. So indeed, yeah, we got FLU DUST on the horn. You know what I'm saying? Well, he been at it for a very long time. Hey, yo, boom! I first came in contact with you from the Goon with Wally Clark. Shout out to affiliates and everything. Yeah, word.
Wally. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, that for me, like I know artists probably say this shit about themselves all the time, but I actually thought that album was super slept on, man. I had some of my favorite production on that shit. Maybe Wally's rap style might be more sort of an acquired taste, but that's actually one of my favorite records that I've produced, man. But I feel like it got slept on compared to some of the other joints that I did, the Edo joints and whatever. But shouts to Wally, man. But that's dope that you heard me first through there. That's the first time I've heard this before. In an interview.
So indeed, we had him on the horn.
I like that you feel that way. I like that you're like, yo, you have a strong feeling like, yo, no, that was work. People slept on that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you gotta be possessive. That's like your favorite kid or something almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like, I say it on the humble, like not on some like I deserve more props and shit. Like, some of my projects have had props, some have gone under the radar, and I do feel like that was one of the under the radar type joints. So yeah,
true indeed. It's not a big name like or Jamal Gasol, or Young
that's
Z.
It, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I get that too. Like people won't listen to something until they see other people bigging it up, and unfortunately, it's just the way it is. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but have you noticed a lot of people online? It's not until someone starts getting a bit of traction, then they're worthy of their fucking time to listen to. You know what I mean? So it's just the way we are now. We're bombarded with endless music. Listen to me. That it's, people almost feel like it's tiring having to listen to music almost now, even though you're just clicking shit on a button. So it is harder with the underground, some of the underground names for someone to click on your shit. Why should they, sort of thing? So
I've had so many worse problems than having too much music, too much dope music to listen to. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Yeah.
True indeed. Sometimes you got to filter through the madness as well. And then you check for producers and stuff like that. Your production is like some, I fuck with it because it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? It can be, but like in a way, I think this records you be sampling or the instruments you be sampling, I fuck with it, yo. And it really, the Young Z project, he rhyme on some weird shit, man. I love weird shit. I love abstract sounding beats and abstract sounding sounds and stuff. So I like that shit. I fuck with it, yo. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that too, because you're right. Sometimes it can be jarring to people, you know, like when they hear, like you said, different sort of shit. I do try and purposely not sample stuff that you know a lot of people would go to, even though you would get that familiar vibe and probably be able to move more beats. I'd still rather just like people hearing like, oh, that's some FLU DUST shit. I'd always rather that anyway, man. And no, I do appreciate that point of view on it, man, because I do like to think that I'm sort of I sort of don't sound like other people doing shit. So I do appreciate that a lot, man.
But where did the name FLU DUST come from, though? You know what I'm saying? Where
so in Australia, like before I was making beats, believe it or not, I was MCing, and there's an Australian.
I've heard it.
So there's an Australian hip hop scene here, which is pretty thriving and healthy. So for about 10 years prior, I was MCing, releasing albums and touring and shit. But my rap name, it's full fucking rap name 101. Pick your first rap name. It was fluent, like fluent form. So rapping fluently, real fucking. Yeah, a bit corny, a bit on the nose, Yeah. So then when I was like, I'm gonna start making my own beats now, I just shortened it to FLU, and then because FLU is so hard to fucking Google and search up, I added DUST because I'm strictly sample vinyl for the most part, so it was FLU DUST, and that way you can Google it now. You know what I mean? It's like that was it. So really, it was shortening the rap name, adding DUST to it. And there you go, man. So it does the job.
fluent in that dusty. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. There you go.
That's it, man. So
yo, low key, since some of the shit is like out this world sounding, I thought you might have been experimenting with some PCP. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Nah. To be honest, I'm not even sure. I don't even know like what the quality of DUST would be here. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest.
You know how hard it is to get dope down into Australia? That shit crazy out there.
Yeah, it's a long trip, man. Like I've never been sitting around in the studio and one of my friends have pulled out DUST. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure if it's even able to get that shit here, man. But no, definitely no no DUST. I'm very, very influenced by RZA's DUST. When RZA was on the DUST, very, very inspired by that era, but not myself. Nah.
True indeed. Yeah, I was wondering, yo, because like, I think Shaheem got the DUST juice.
Yeah.
DUST juice. Yeah, I was like, yo, FLU DUST, and it kind of really makes sense to me. even some of the more, I guess, grittier hip hop songs still give me an element of some I don't know, man. Like the Warrior joint with Jamal Gasol when you dropped that video, it still gave me like some it's probably why I like it. It's because it's not you know what I'm saying? Different sounds, drums.
Yeah, like I'll be honest with you, man. Like my main influence is like 93 to 97 RZA. Like so, you know how he sampled different sort of stuff for its time too, groundbreaking shit. Yeah, I'd definitely be lying if I didn't say like the way I do a lot of my chops is very inspired by him at the time. For me, that's GOAT status, just that classic run there. So, I still have it. I think that's why I gravitate a lot to like samples in minor keys as well, and those dusty sort of bits with a bit of dust, but some futuristic shit, like you said too, all mixed together. So definitely a big inspiration, that's pretty much, I fell in love with that sound of hip hop, man. I've very rarely strayed away from just that sort of shit. Like sometimes I've tried to make more happier up tempo beats and I just can't do it, man. It sounds weird to me. Like I'll sit here like, this is too positive and shit. Like,
I need to dirty this up somehow.
You hear that,
I need that grit. Yeah, I need some of that dark, gritty, danky dust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Filter on this. Too bright.
True indeed.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, yeah.
Before we move on, man, your profile picture on Instagram, that's Victor Vaughn, right? That's the Victor Vaughn.
Yes, it is, man. Yeah.
So, boom, that's one of my favorite.
I thought I noticed Operation Doomsday up on the corner or on your rack there.
Oh, yeah, man.
There you go. Yeah.
Jamal sent me a couple of posters and shit as well. That's the Jamal poster. Doom and RZA, man, or Doom and Woo, really, I would say. Yeah. That's what I grew up on, man. They pretty much raised me, like, you know, so I'm a product of that school, you know, so yeah.
With it, 100%.
Dilla Doom RZA, that's my shit. For rapping, that is, I mean, Dilla was funny. RZA had like supreme skills sometimes, was off kilter. Doom had the craziest wordplay. To me, goody cuckoo, like gay GNU on New Missouri review, but who knew the mask had a loose screw? I heard that shit. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Yo, why did you even say that? Yeah.
And imagine someone else trying to rap like that, though. You'd be like, nah. But like, he can do it. Like, something about like when you own something and you make it yours, that's it. Like, if anyone else tried to rap like that, and we've had a few little like, of Doom's sons trying to sound like that, I don't think they pull it off. You know what I mean? So shouts to the ones of ones, you know, the originals. Another one for me, Sean Price. Like, again, I'm from that school that like it's what is it, intelligent ignorance almost. You know what I mean? Like they know when they're purposely being abrasive with the ignorant shit, but they're also super, super clever, intelligent writers. And Sean Price's, Dooms, Wu-Tang's, that's where I'm at. And that's where I pretty much stay at, man. I still almost play the same 20 albums, but to touch back on Victor Vaughn, Vaudeville Villain, that's probably my all-time favorite album, man. Like as a solo album, like, you know, they've got the little cassette there and shit. I really liked all even the production. A lot of full Doom stands are like, nah, man. For me though, it's one of his most slept on. I rate it up there, man, with his best work. Like he's just really firing out non-stop. Like he just keeps going, man. It's crazy. Like I love that album. Man. So hence the profile pic.
True indeed. Hey, yo, Boom, he said, y'all pay me for flowing to the beat, not, and he don't
from what they know, they got hoes hoeing in the street.
On the street, me and Carl could go all day with these Doom rhymes, but can I watch?
Y'all got it.
Yeah, can I watch? That was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Peace, man. I'm out. I'm gone so long. I'm ready to masturbate to fuck with Vic Vaughn.
They
got that is good. But the Victor Vaughn 2, the first 4 songs, I like that more than the Victor Vaughn 1 because the Diplo, the back end, Diplo made that beat. That sound like you could have made that shit, B. Word, yeah. So it's so crazy.
I'm a fan of that one too. That gets a lot of hate. That EP gets a lot of hate, man. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but I like it. Like I even like he disses it himself. He's like, dub it off your man. Don't spend that $10.
It sucks. He's kind of right though. The last 3 songs kind of is like Evangelion New Genesis at the end. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
I did it. We did it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this last 3 songs? But I get it.
Okay, now think about that for a second. He's in a song predicting that the end of the album isn't going to be that great. Like it's
It's an artistic.
What a character, man.
It was almost like he did everything wrong, but he did it so well that it was right.
Yeah,
like just
you know, people throw the genius word around a lot and too easily, but that he's a genius, man.
Yes,
just the way he 100%. Wrote everything, his whole comeback from his brother's death and stuff, like the whole thing is just genius, man.
To
like
completely
you won't ever see another one. Like
be the anti-hero against the system,
all of it.
It's
in his own albums, man.
It's insane.
That shit is.
It's crazy because if anyone ever did sort of go, what's up with that, man? That's crazy. He'll just be like, well, I'm a villain. So he's got that to fall back.
That's what he said.
Like, you paid for a show. It wasn't me, but what else would a villain do? So he used that as well. You know what I mean? So,
well, then, in a genius move, you know, being a nerd, he links up with Adult Swim, which pushes his notoriety and his fame out to a completely new audience, which is insane. That's
right. Because Mad Villain was like in Rolling Stone and he was getting quite a lot of love and traction. But then, that next step to branch out to the Adult Swim stuff, opened him up to a whole new, group of people. Yeah, and that's what I mean. That business acumen. He would have thought, okay, yeah, this is going to open me up to all of this stuff. Bang, you know what I mean? Do it with Danger Mouse. Throw him on the motherfucker, man.
Mask.
Yeah.
And side note, if you ever see me at a show, Maze Overlay can attest to this. I will always be drinking Heineken's for Doom. Always.
Yeah.
Word.
That's it, man.
Yeah. I mean, Heine's. Yeah. I mean, Doom definitely. To me, as far as production as well, Doom has a lot of great beats as well. But then again, he sounds good over anything. Him and Ghostface can rhyme over anything. And Sean Price, they can rhyme over anything and make it sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man, for sure.
That's a fair assessment.
So when you work with these different MCs, how does it work out? Like when someone hits you up or you hit them up, like do you be like, oh, I don't know what they're gonna sound like over this, or how was that? Pretty much, what you looking at, bro? You mad at me? Huh? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, man.
I saw Primo jab. I thought.
I don't think.
He stopped. He stopped.
Yeah.
That's why he looked at it like, "Are you mad?" I'm asking this question. What you mad, bro? He froze. Yeah, but how does it work? How when they hit you up? Do you think sometimes is it gonna work out, or like
for me, like all those names we just mentioned then leading up to this, like I try and find people that give me that feeling again. You know what I mean? So like I'll reach out to dudes that give me that feeling of like, yeah, this is I'm excited. Anything that makes me excited, you know, to work. So Ito and Riggs, like they were like, you know, the Rochester dudes that were really making me excited. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Like, so shout outs to V Don as well. So I discovered them through that. And then, you know, when people hit me up, I generally, like I'll obviously check their stuff out if I haven't heard them. And like, you know, hip hop heads like ourselves, you know, like that when you hear an artist, if they know what they're doing. Like you can hear them, like it takes 5 seconds, man. You're like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. Bang. So for me, I'll straight away know if I get that feeling, it's like, yeah, let's work. If not, then, you know, I'm always a super polite dude, but I'll politely, you know, do those fob off messages, you know how it is. Oh yeah, man, been busy at the moment. Like, you know, so
check back with me when you have some talent.
Yeah, check back with me, man. Like stuff like that. So yeah, so for me, to answer it, I guess, properly, it's like I just got to get that feeling straight away. It's almost like subconsciously, it's like, yeah. And if I get that vibe, man, then it's like, I know it's going to be a good thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it works for me, man.
So,
true indeed.
Understandably, you obviously got that vibe with Jamal Gasol. That Nightmare on Piff Street.
Yeah. Him and I spoke like 2 years ago or some shit, ages ago. Like we first spoke about it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then like nothing eventuated of it, but I always had it in the back of my head. I'm like, so I'd see him doing his thing, man, and he's a great dude, by the way. Yes. Shout out to Jamal, man. Like,
yeah, we had him on just before that drop.
Yes.
And shout out Squad Deadface. That art was sick.
Yes, shout outs. Yeah, he's an Australian dude, actually.
Yes, yes, he's
But yeah, that's another thing, actually, I should touch on is I also like to work with dudes that are just down to earth, straight up dudes, like no bullshit. Like you get a lot of, I know it's hip hop, it's a competitive sport, but you don't need to constantly be super egotistical when you're trying to work. You know what I mean? Like some of the DMs, it's like fuck. Whereas dudes like Jamal, straight away, just like down to earth, you could tell you'd hang out with the dude in real life. You know, go have a beer or some shit. So. He's a real good dude, man. So when he reached out to me again about it, I was like, man, I've always had this in my head too. Let's do it. And he went and organized the videos, fucking billboard and shit.
I saw that. That was fucking crazy.
Thinking outside the box for promo, like how many people can say they're on a fucking billboard? You know what I mean? I was like, this is crazy.
He's a cutting edge promo dude, though, man. Like he's a businessman.
So brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And his merch, it's fire. I'm saying so.
Yeah, they even come in like they come with his logo on the fucking bags and come in the letterbox and shit. Like he's got it all sorted, man.
That makes sense.
So yeah, like we vibed straight away, him and I. So like he knew what it sort of beats, and like I knew sort of Nightmare on Piff Street, so I knew to go for those sort of samples and sparse drums and real spacey sort of like a lot of the hi-hats will be like echoed out, reverbed out to really fill that out. So we've been talking about this other thing. Yeah, we're talking about this follow-up sort of idea. I won't say anything yet, just in case he doesn't want people to know. But we're talking about another theme thing, so that should be pretty cool too. So yeah, definitely got a lot of time for dudes like Jamal, man. Yeah.
Sure indeed.
All right, cool. Hold on, man. I wanna before we go too far, I want to talk more about like the discovery mode. Like Lukey said, he found you one way. I found you actually with that Ito, that motion picture joint. So, you know what I mean? And I feel like that puts you right there at the cusp of when all of this was happening, right? When all of this was really forming together, the nucleus of this abyss that we in right now. Because Ito, as we all know, I mean, that's one of the Godfather names. I feel safe saying that. Like a lot of people I feel don't give him the credit that he's due. But that album that you put out with him is one of those ones. I think that was like 2018, right? Something like that.
Yes.
So that was right in the heat of him really making that push. That was right when eyes were starting to look towards our direction. And that was a statement piece, man. Was it the same way you found, like, you reached out to Ito because that was like, yeah, I'm into this vein right now? Or like, how did you even come across that world?
Yeah, so I don't know how the algorithm blessed me that day, but
that's
one of the videos,
that's how I found the videos off the algorithm. Absolutely right. That's how I found y'all.
I think it was one of the videos off a murder, you know what I mean, with him and Vidon. And I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Because like we touched on, it gave me that feeling. And I copped the vinyl off Tough Kong Records straight away, and then listened to it properly once the vinyl arrived, you know. So I sat with it and I was like, I'm gonna reach out to this dude, man. And I hadn't done any projects overseas yet. That was my first actual project that I'd ever produced for an overseas dude. So yeah, I reached out to him and like we started chatting back and forth a lot, like even like some calls and stuff like that. And we're cracking up. We got along straight away, man. Again, just a stand-up, straight-up dude, like someone you'd hang out with in real life. Do you know what I mean? So we were chopping it up, and basically I just started sending him some beat ideas. Very inspired by what him and Vidon had done. To this day, Vidon's one of my favorites. I don't see his name get mentioned enough, man.
That's right.
The versatility on that dude, it's crazy, man. Like a lot of dudes stay in one lane and they perfect that lane, and that's dope. You know, I'm similar, but he's got many lanes and he's killing it on all of those. So extra props to him. But yeah, so that we just naturally came up with like those 5 joints, and it did real fucking well. Tough Kong put it out for me, and that was, like you said, my introduction, I guess, to all you guys over there in the States, across the pond, as you say. And then the Riggs thing was almost like natural, because I was like, man, this Rochester area's got some fucking talent, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So then I discovered Riggs through that, and then that was it, man. It was crazy. So I then reached out to Riggs and did one too, you know. So yeah.
That's dope.
That's pretty dope, man. So I didn't know. Go ahead. I didn't put, sometimes you're not labeled correctly on like the streaming services. So I didn't know that you did the Ito joint. So like, so when I heard the Goon, because I had the physical, but Wally sent me the physical. So then I get to see the names on the shit. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker's done like a lot of shit. So like, boom, that's how that, So
check it out when you get a chance, man. Yeah, it's called Motion Picture.
I heard it. I heard it, but I didn't know at the time that you did that shit.
Gotcha.
I was doing the knowledge because I was like, oh, you're not labeled right. Was not labeled on it. Sometimes you have albums on streaming services, the producer
doesn't label the producers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm bad with that. I'm bad with all that shit too, man. Sometimes a bit lazy, like just uploading albums and shit. But it probably works against me, you know. Like my friends are like, put your name all over that shit. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. But you got to. I probably should going forward. Sort of request my name to be on there more, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's okay because you, like Lukey said earlier, you got a sound. So fortunately, again, the algorithm works in your favor, right? Your joints get blended in, and then people, it's on them to do the legwork to kind of do the knowledge, dig deeper, and be like, oh, okay. oh yeah, and then you figure out, oh well, if he did this, then he did this. Like for example, like what's the joint? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier, man. I want to talk about your affiliations, man. Like number one, I mean, how did you the one of the only dudes, or you the reason that I know of general back pain. You know what I mean?
That's my guy, man.
2 joints with general back pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes, indeed, man.
Too. It's called bovine, right? Bovine.
Yeah, bovine 1 and 2, man.
But that drops you into the whole, you know, you got the whole home team catalog, right? You know, you rocking with, you did a whole album with Chuck Chan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, did that too. Yeah, man. That was like a cassette special. Shout out to Chuck, man.
Yeah, that's my
Chuck,
man.
Great dude, man. Great dude. Again, great dude. Like, if you look at my track record, man, I pretty much, you've answered it for myself now. I pretty much just work with good, solid, down-to-earth dudes, man.
That's the way it seems.
You know? Yeah, so Chuck and Back Pain, man. Yeah, again, dudes you'd hang out with. You know, we were chatting on the phones, like, late night till 3 a.m, and not even just always chopping it up about music, family, you know, our kids, schools, the differences between the countries. Just interesting shit like that too, man. Life shit, you know. So, but the back pain story, the whole reason that came along was I was just trawling on Twitter, as you do, wasting time, and someone's like, "Oh, one of my favorite dudes from the West these days is General Back Pain," and I was like, "What kind of fucking name is that, man?" Like, I got to check this dude out just purely because the name was so like out there and silly or whatever. And then I was like, shit, okay. Like, I like this dude's style. Like, I thought he was really fucking spitting, you know, and that deep baritone style, and taking it back to that Doom and Sean Price type thing, and more so with the Sean Price. I was like, this guy reminds me of a West Coast-ish kind of Price, you know? So, I reached out to him, and straight away he was like, yeah, let's work, man. So it was really cool. I'm really, really proud of those 2 projects, man. Again, I think they're sort. Yeah, thank you. I think they sort of flew under the radar as well, because he's not a known sort of name, you know. Right. But I got a lot of time for that dude, man. Shout out to that guy. He's a great person, also, man. Really is.
They're definitely signature pieces, man. Both of them.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then again, like his style, that his voice. The way he, like the tone, the vocal tone that he uses, you know what I mean? The way it complements your beats. Yeah, he's a unique individual when it comes to rapping. He's definitely a West Coast dude. You can tell by how he's spitting. So, yeah, I mean, y'all put something really nice together with both of those projects. The first one was super dope, and then the second one kind of came out of nowhere, like, oh, damn. This is, all right, here we go.
I tried to keep them differently too. The second one's a bit more loops and stuff. The first one's like, weird sort of.
Exactly.
I don't know how to explain it. It was very vaudeville villain inspired beat wise, a little bit. You know, abstract. I guess is what I'm looking for.
I love abstract shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me too, man. I'm a big fan of abstract shit.
Well, I mean,
the changes. They just don't stay the same.
It's good when people take chances, you know, as far as being creative.
Yes.
But not even, you know what I mean? Like, it's outside of the box, right? But at the same time, it's still pure. Now, knowing and chatting with you so far, seeing that influence of Doom on it, it's like, now I get it totally now. Like, I absolutely
starting to make sense a bit more now.
Yes, it makes more sense. But then
for sure.
Part 2, Bovine 2, TOO, you know, you got Killy Shoot on there going crazy. And I'm a dude that, man, I sing the praises of Killy Shoot as a rapper, as an MC constantly. Yep. That whole little clique, I think, just like you said, it's unfortunate that they get slept on, right? They kind of fly under the radar, but they really demonstrating some really ill rhyme techniques and approaches, man. And I think that's why, I mean, the people who know are instantly, I'm a fan of this world. But the other people just kind of be like, oh, who is this? What? I don't know what this is, you know? And it's wild. Yeah. It's wild. But they need the style on your sound. Like, you really giving them the cradle to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate the right way, man. So I don't know. I just had to make sure we gave that alley-oop and that just due to the work that you did over there with those 2 projects, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that, man, a lot. And yeah, like you said before, touched on like being a little bit outside the box, abstract. I think, unfortunately, a lot of what I hear, and this is just my opinion and shit, is a lot of people do almost like safety net rap now, in the terms of like, they do something that they know sounds very similar to their contemporaries around them, because it's safely going to be like, yeah, cool, this is dope, or this is solid. No one's really trying to really sound different, because they want that safety net to fall on. You know what I mean? Whereas when you go out and really put yourself out there with some different shit, man, it's like you're rocking up to school naked. You know what I mean? Like those bad brains and shit, because everyone's there to fucking like, you know, really delve in on what's he doing here. Oh, this is different. Whereas if you just blend in with you sounding like everyone else, you're safe. It's comfortable. Right. You know what I mean? I'm never trying to do that, man. I don't ever want to do that. So
you're succeeding. You're succeeding at
I appreciate that, man. No, thank you very much. No, it means a lot, man.
Here, you just gave me a bridge. Shout out East New York Radio. Shout out DJ PF Cuttin, the legendary PF Cutter. Because let me tell you something. This is February 13th or something right now. When this is airing, February 12th. I don't know, something like that. 13th. But anyway, 13th. So 2 weeks ago, DJ PF Cuttin went on the gram. And usually he put out East New York Radio every week. He went on the gram and said, I'm not putting out an episode this week because all y'all sending in shit that sounds like everybody else. I'm not putting out nothing because y'all suck. Send me some original shit, or I'm not putting nothing else out. It don't make any sense that y'all can't make some original, creative, dope shit. I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that post? Fam, when he put that post up, so many people were butthurt, but at the same time, so many people were sitting there slow clap, like, PM Cuttin, go crazy. He just put out a new episode, though. It is dope. You know? The new episode was dope. So obviously people got the message. But yeah, take a chance, man. Step out. Be dope. Be different. You don't have to sound like so and such. You don't have to follow the formula, man. If it's you, people gonna like you. You know what I mean?
You're right, but not really. I mean,
that's cool too. Either people like you or they don't, but just be you.
Fellas, check it out. When you got simple-minded people, they're gonna go to a 5-star restaurant and they're gonna go get chicken tenders.
Talk your shit, Lukey.
But they got steak, they got the mashed potatoes, they got caviar, they got all this other good shit you ain't never tried before. But since you know chicken fingers, you're just gonna get chicken fingers until you see somebody. Oh shit, they got that. What it look like? It look kind of good. Then they go try to eat it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So
ain't no pause.
I do not.
You can never pause when you eat it.
Yeah, pause.
Take a soul.
Yeah, take it. But I'm saying I don't. Hip hop to me is whatever sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? It don't. That's why I was a trip hop fan when Portishead came out. Who else was trip hop heavy? The Quakers, other people. Yeah,
Tricky.
But it was trippy, but it sounded good to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's hip hop to me. So I don't really get sometimes how people just want to use the same samples. I think one of our guys in our lane, 38 Special, he uses a lot of safe samples, the same samples that we heard for the last 20 years. And it's okay, but I'm not trying to hear that. I'm just not. I don't want to hear them instrumentations.
Not to sound like a super old head or whatever, but it's like, remember like coming up in the 90s or whatever, and I know it's cliche, repping the 90s all the time, but
no, it's all right.
Like, remember you had to be original to even get signed, to get any sort of traction.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you sound like anyone else back then, it was called biting. Now it's like
you're gonna fight.
Biting is almost like encouraged in the weird way, like, let's all do the same sort of, let's loop shit all the same way now and do these, like I said, safety net rap and shit. And I mean, I know I'm some random dude from Australia fucking talking and shit, but like, just even as a fan though, like sometimes it's like, come on, man. I just heard this a million times yesterday. Like, I don't know.
But
I just sort of feel like it's lost that shit a bit.
They're going to mimic what they know. And when LimeWire and Napster and digital media basically took over and ruined the record business, the record business flipped, and they said, we're only signing marketable. We're only signing guaranteed money. And it's got to be, and that's why your genre is narrowed so much. Instead of having all those different genres in the 90s, you're narrowed to pop versions of each.
Yes.
And that's what's going to get the radio play. That's what's going to get the record contract. Well, in the same sense, you know, if you're watching this as an independent artist coming up and you want to be known, you want to be found, you're going to start mimicking what's out there. So it's only true artists that are going to give you that, you know, that complete different twist on something, you know, and be that doom.
Okay.
It also has trickled down into our lane, because a lot of people that get vinyl deals sound the same. They don't really take chances on the larger vinyl, I guess, distributors. They're not taking chances on other records. Honestly, that's how you actually raise up. You know what I'm saying? In this lane, you get a vinyl deal, and you get on somebody like Copenhagen or Fucked Rap or the Dope. Shout out to Shake. Yep. Shout out to Shake Hanif. This guy's got his record on Dope. Him and Michelangelo. Yeah. So boom, that's how you come up in this grab in the game. So for example, if General Back Pain got the Bovine 1 or 2 on Dope, boom, out this world. Sell 187 copies. It'll definitely raise it up. If I don't know if
whatever he put it out on, I think it did sell out though. Whatever. Yes, I mean, but it's one of those rare albums, I think.
But the name on the record label is something a lot of people want to get that Dope cosign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Yeah, because it's all about like
fuck rap.
It's because remember, like even at the start of the conversation, like people don't start listening until they see other people listening. So again, it also people don't start listening until they see, oh, this is on Copenhagen or something. It must be worth my time now. So you're right. It's like that cosign. Me and Back Pain, Tough Kong took it on. So shouts to them.
Oh, Tough Kong. There you go.
Yeah, they took the chance on it. It was good, and they did well. So it was great. So but yeah, it's right. It's almost like you need that label cosign to help get you to that next level, you know. But it's like, how do you get that though? Like you said, if it was on Dope, it'd be even bigger. How do you get Dope to hear you, man? Like you're just another drop in the ocean. It's very difficult. And someone like me, I'm not good with self-promotion. Like I know you're meant to feed these algorithm overlords endless content and stuff. Yeah. And I wish I was as good at it. I wish I was good at it, man. I'm just not. Like I don't put my whole life up on the fucking gram and shit. If I was more active, I'm sure I probably could reach more people. I just don't know. My mind just doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Like I suck in that part of the business, man. I just like to make the music, you know. Yeah, I need to work out how to promote myself more. You got it going forward, but
it's a tough transition.
Yeah, I got 3 kids, man.
How old is the oldest kid?
Oldest is 14. She's in high school now. It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, make her run your Instagram page.
I've heard that, man. Yeah, like TikTok and all that shit. Like I haven't even looked at TikTok, man, but apparently that's the one now. Like, I can't catch up, man. But,
Another segue. You know, Universal Music just took down all of their music off TikTok. So
I heard that,
even though I'm not a fan of TikTok, first of all, I believe that it's a Chinese spying program, and also it's meant to dumb down Western society so that people can infiltrate us and then co-opt us. But anyway, I digress. Let me get off of that soapbox. What I was going to say is, yeah, man, no, that's exactly what you got to do. Look, we can all of us, we need to find these kids, and not in a crazy way, but we need to find these kids and start having them push in our music, man, on the TikTok, because it's ripe for the taking now. You can't sample anybody else's music because it's on Universal Music Group or whatever it is, but you can sample all of our stuff because all of us are independent. Go ahead and do your little TikTok dances and everything to goddamn it, Ito, you know, do it to motherfucking Jamal Gasol, SD Nack, you know, do all that shit, you know what I mean? And we can go crazy. We can make a crazy underground corner of TikTok, man. All we need is to get the kids to do our work for us. We got to recruit them.
No, that's some jewels right there, man. Like that's legit, straight up. Like
let's do it.
That is good. I might go chat to my daughter when she gets home from
talk
school.
To her, man.
Like,
give her some alarms.
I'm gonna put you to work now. How do you work this
trying to tell you?
Like,
I'm trying to tell you. Do a dance challenge.
Just do a dance challenge. So crazy
do the
bars.
Flu dust. Do the flu dust.
Do the flu dust.
Yeah, it's a new dance.
Hold on, but check it out though. You said something else before that I don't want to get too far past. It's a weird chicken and the egg type thing with the vinyl deals and the product that the vinyl deal put out. Like those names that we're talking about, Fuck Rap, Dope, Tough Kong, you know what I mean? They have Copenhagen, obviously, Bars Over BS. Let's call them the big four for now. I had an accident, big five, whatever. Those names have become so established that they know I can just put out whoever. If I put out whoever off of the strength of it coming out from my umbrella, people are going to rock with it. And I can sell at least X amount of copies, right? So it's like a existence, right? It's again, the ecosystem that we all live in, right? As long as you have something dope, you can get to those labels and you can be you can actually be beneficial to them. And not only that, the labels can be beneficial to you on the back end because they're going to put you into an audience that is guaranteed to shop with them. Like, look, they're shopping with me because it's me. They know it's me putting out this product and they know I don't put out nothing crazy. So even if they never heard your project, don't worry. I'm putting it out. They gonna trust me, and there it goes.
That's absolutely what happened with the bovine one, man. Yeah, like no one knew who Genital Back Pain was. You know what I mean? And they still took a risk on that shit. It was a distro deal, so it was a little bit different than some of the other deals. But
that's still take a chance.
They still pressed it up and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden, Back Pain was hitting me up in the DMs like, man, this is doing well. He's getting followers and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. You're right. Just having that logo, I think, with the arms or whatever it was, was already enough for people to, even if they hadn't heard of either of us, they were copping units. Get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's crazy.
Exactly. That's dope. But that's what, again, that's the whole reason why we're living in a special era. Carl said it earlier on. Like right now, it's not about going out there and selling 1,000 or 10,000 random copies, right? It's about having 100, 250, 300 copies of whatever that your dedicated fan base, your dedicated supporters, people that really rock with you are going to cop and they're going to shop with you whenever it come out. That's this ecosystem. That's the abyss. And that's how people are prospering out here because you have these pockets. And like we talked about on a previous episode, you got pockets of 100 fans here and there and here and there and here and there. And they may not be the same 100 fans for everybody. Ito's 100 fans ain't the same as Riggs' 100 fans, ain't the same as Smooth's 100 fans, ain't the same as Home Team, General Back Pain, and them 100 fans. Everybody's 100 fans are in different pockets. But now, because they know, FLU, he made these beats. Oh, man, I'm going to cop this. Oh, Wally Sparks. Oh, FLU, okay, bet. I'm a rock with it. FLU Dust made this joint. So that's how the ecosystem continues to web up, man. These roots. Yeah. These roots are so tight right now. B-Don made this bet. Whatever. Yeah. You see certain names and you just instantly cop it.
It's an auto check. Yeah, auto check. I'm
going to check it out. Yeah. Let me check it out at least. And then you found six new people.
Your homie, man, Mickey Diamonds, man, like, he's like an enigma, man, with like, doesn't he sell something like 900 units in like 9 minutes and shit, like with stuff he drops? Like,
probably like 90 seconds.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Like I remember seeing him like when he was starting out, and now it's just boom, bang, bang. Like he's got talk about a core fan base. Like salute to that dude, man. Because like with half his luck, man. If I had even half that core fan base, like that's insane, man. Like it just shows though there's still that out there, man. You don't need to be taking these terrible universal 360 deals, man. You can do it. You can do it. So yeah.
Part of his success, which we can't overlook, is there's a such thing as the West effect. Whenever you get something tweeted or artwork for West Side Gun, you got the Big Ghost effect too. Big Ghost.
Okay.
Anybody to work with Big Ghost, usually they go ahead and they're a staple
It's a
of
bump.
our culture. Yeah, it definitely is.
Right.
And him working with Big Ghost bumped him up faster than he was going up. He was going up though.
Right. That's
But
thank you, Lukey. Make sure you say that part because he was definitely going up before. Like that was the icing on the cake when the Gucci Ghost started coming out. It was like, wait a minute,
that was just an ascension to another
it's
level.
like,
but yeah, he was definitely on the rise for sure.
It put Method Man now talking about him because Method Man is tied to Big Ghost with the Conway albums. So like, boom, you got other people, more eyes on him because of Big Ghost. And he's one of the actually temples or the pillars of our culture. So like working with him, that's just like definitely. And he has the distribution, I guess, with Raptor Winkle and what else?
Raptor Winkle. Excuse me for leaving you out, Raptor Winkle, because that's another name that you can trust.
The Rap Winkle.
Absolutely.
They do crazy
Winkle.
shit,
Sorry, Lukey made me say your name wrong.
Oh, Gourmet Deluxe. Gourmet Deluxe.
Oh, Gourmet Deluxe. Okay.
Who
Shout
else
them out, Lukey.
makes their music? Who else makes their music over there? RCR music or RC or something? I don't know.
RC, yeah.
All of them motherfuckers fuck with Big Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So boom,
that's what's up.
You get that. Yo, boom.
It's a nice little web, man. It's a nice little ecosystem of we don't have to rock with none of them big labels, man. We got our own labels. But anyway, Lukey, please continue.
If they call, I'm signing. Anyway, boom, check it out. I'm gonna say so Young Z, I was first introduced to Young Z, I think off of
I'll tell you when.
The Devil's Night, I think.
Was the Fugees.
Young Z?
Yeah, he was on the Fugees album, the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's on the score, man. He's on the score.
I didn't even know that.
He went insane on the score.
Absolutely. I didn't know that.
The Outsiders, with the whole Outsiders clique. Yeah, come on, man. Outside, man. Young Z is a fucking legend, man.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know, but
he's a monster.
Yo, he's funny.
Yeah, he's man. That you should chat to that dude, and we should have him on this show, man. Because just talking to that dude, like normally, it's hilarious, man. And he doesn't put it on. Like it's not like he's trying to be funny. He's just generally and naturally the funniest fucking dude you'll talk to, man. He's a great dude too, man. Yo. Yeah, he comes out with some weird,
crazy,
hilarious shit, man.
I mean, you don't ever know what the fuck you're gonna say, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
that's
don't,
that New Jersey shit, man. Like he's from that school, man.
I'm
like all
bricks.
them outsiders, them Brick City, them New Jersey people, Rod Digger, Young Z. You know what I mean?
Who else?
Redman.
Tame One.
Oh no.
Tame One.
Tame One. Absolutely.
Who else? Another Jersey dude. Where's the mask? Where's the mask?
I don't know. You tell me.
Makami.
Jersey. But I don't think of him. I mean, I don't. Yeah, no disrespect to my. No, I don't even say that.
He's from Atlanta.
Exactly. He might have lived in Jersey or something, but I don't.
No, he's going to the punk shows out there. Shout out to my homie Shake.
I don't consider him one of those
in Jersey.
Dirty Jersey
punk shows. He's going to the punk shows out there. Not punk as in gay, but it's punk rock shows. You know what I'm saying? In Jersey, my homie.
Gay?
You a real old school dude. Oh, it's all dad. Always.
My dad.
Really? In the Midwest? Yeah, absolutely. Punk shit? Yeah.
Used to call them punk sissies. My dad, I get tired running the 400.
Punk.
And I caught a Charlie horse running the 400. And my dad said, "Don't be a punk sissy. You punk sissy." I was like, "Oh," I started running. No Charlie horse. "Don't be a punk sissy. You punk." He used to call me a dark. He's like, "You're a dark." I'm like, "What the fuck is a dark, man? What the fuck?" And my sister said, "He's calling you a dork." I'm like, damn, my dad's country is fuck. Yeah. But Young Z, yeah. How'd that come about? You know what I'm saying? I know you probably answered this question before, but I just want to hear from the horse's mouth, yo.
Yeah, like I was just a fan like my whole life, like, and he had a weird career trajectory, man. Like he got in a bit of trouble. It's like, so he was like, first he's like down with Eminem when Eminem's starting to blow up, you know, and then not to mention, he's on the
down
score.
With them.
Yeah, that's right. And then he's on the score, and then like, you know, he appears on like the 8 Mile soundtrack and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
so
that's my nigga then, like, for it.
That joint, yeah. But then like he got in trouble and was sort of getting in and out and, you know, getting locked and stuff and whatever. But I always kept my ear to his mixtapes and shit he was releasing. I just always thought he had a super original sound. Like we were talking about originality earlier. And so I just always kept my eye on how he was. And I messaged him when he got out, when he got out recently a couple of years ago. And straight away he was like, yeah, man, I don't know if he was being polite or not, but he's like, yeah, I've heard your shit. It's dope. He runs in different circles than like the you know, our ecosystem, you know, that you were saying earlier. So I wasn't sure if he was just being polite or not, but so I sent him some beats and stuff. And he was like, fuck, your beats are actually really crazy and stuff. So we just started building from there. And then him and, what's his name? I've gone blank. The other outsider. Shit, I feel bad. What am I talking? You know, his homie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Shit, man.
Fucking, you made me blank out too. Hold on, to the Googles we go. Yeah, you keep your story going. I got your back. Don't worry.
They got in the lab and knocked out 4 of the joints over 3 days or something. And they were sending me videos of them doing all-nighters in the studio and shit. It was real dope. So then once we got those 4 in the bag, Pace one, man. I can't believe I forgot that.
Pace one. It's all right, no, it's fine. I'm sorry.
It's all right. None of us were here for you.
Sorry, Pace one. Sorry.
Yeah. So they started like knocking it all out, man. They were coming together real crazy, and like, as a producer, you listen to the same verses a million times when you know, tweaking your songs. Just laughter, man. It was just so much laughter. I had some friends come over. We're all just cracking up, man. Or as you say, you know, as you say in Australia, like just pissing ourselves or whatever. And then like, I just said like, let's do a few more, man. Like, let's stretch it out to 7 or whatever. And then he hit me back with like a Rah Digger like feature, like out of nowhere. He's like, oh, we caught up the other day because they had a daughter together.
Shout out Rah Digger.
Yeah, so they caught up and she just jumped in the lab. All of a sudden, I got a Rah Digger verse on my beats. Like, it was crazy, man. It was super dope. So that was a bucket list type thing. You know what I mean? I just always was keeping, I guess, last 10 years, just keeping my ear to where he was and how he was doing and stuff. And again, another good dude who we were having long 3-hour conversations like we are now, just about music, life, all that stuff, you know. So I'd love to do something else with him again in the future. We've spoken about it, so that would be really super cool. Even Pace One would be cool. But again, bucket list shit. Do you know what's sad, man? Some of my main bucket list was Tame One passed away, Doom passed away, Sean Price passed away. It was like, damn, man. So it was good to snag one and get someone tagged off the list, you know what I mean, that I had. It was like, okay, cool. Yo, I finally got a rapper, you know?
Yeah, your list is Chappelle showed, man. God damn. If you're not familiar, Big James died, Prince died, who else died?
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. All these people, man. Yeah, your list, but Doom definitely, Doom, So
that one hit me hard, man. Like it's weird, like it's weird explaining to outsiders sometimes about the outsiders, Young Z outsiders about like how that shit hits you, man. Like my wife, thank you. But my wife is like, she knew I was a Doom fan, but I went quiet for like 10 days or some shit, and she was like, do you realize you haven't spoken to anyone for like 10 days? You just sat there quietly. Like that Doom, that's how much it hit me, because his music was like every poignant moment in my life, man, from starting high school up until my adulthood. He was there, and it was weird. Like, and I didn't know him. He didn't know me, but it was just like, it felt like losing like a father figure or some shit, man. I don't know, maybe because I was raised by a single mother, but my father figures were like MCs, man, you know? So it was like that for me, man. It was kind of crazy. Like, and to this day, I still get that pinch in my chest when I remember he's passed. It's crazy, man. But that was one of the ones, really affected me, that, my own family is like, are you okay, man? Like, you didn't even know this dude. Like, you know what I mean? So, that was, for me, that was massive loss to the world, man, you know? And then he'd lost his son a couple of years prior to that. Like, I hope his wife's doing all right, man, because that's insane, you know? But not to bring the whole conversation downwards, I just wanted to put it out there.
This is a poignant moment. This makes sense, man. This is like the, you know, the DNA of you, the DNA of FLU DUST, man. I mean, it shows how much this culture has shaped you and impacts you. I mean, come on, man. This is it.
It's crazy, man. And that's why I was so glad to get the Z one in the bag, man, because he was on that list that I had, you know, because like every MC on that list, how original their styles. No one's not even close to anything like them, you know. So sure did. Props to that.
I'm still mad at Doom. know what I'm saying? Like, I
loved him. What you mad at him
He stole
for?
a beat.
He stole more than one beat. He stole 3 with Bishop Nehru and him and his cousin. I was on that Ill Flow Universal shit. And then MF Grimm called me. Remember, I'm day to day. I'm not Ill Flow Universal. I'm like, damn, they still beefing? What the fuck? And then like, what happened? Then they did send my records in for the Amazing Spider-Man. They sent Lord Apocalypse and Lord Gamma shit to fucking fucking the Amazing. That movie sucked anyway. So I'm like, yo, why are y'all doing this to me? Then they want to send me a blank contract that people sign. I'm like, yeah. Then they said they got $80,000 from Universal. And they spent it all. And they didn't even motherfucking give us no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then they kept on stealing. After all that shit over with, I keep on hearing samples that I use on my own albums. Him and Bishop Nehru was using. So I'm like, fuck. So when he dies, I'm like, he was a villain though. He didn't give a fuck. Like,
well, there you go.
That's some crazy behind the scenes info right there,
absolutely.
man. That's true. That's some interesting shit, man. Do you, by any chance, know what Grimm is up to these days? Like, have you?
Nah. Hey, low key. Nah. 3 or 4 months ago, I called him. That number's off. I want to see if he. Yeah, I called him. MF Grimm number is still on my phone. I'm like, yo, but the number's off. Yeah, but I don't know what he's doing. But I Hear Voices is one of my favorite Doom records. You know what I'm saying? How they put it together. Sure. Yeah, they put it together. And I'm not the retarded one. Out in the streets, you can't. And my OG taught me how to rhyme. He told me this is probably the worst beat I ever heard in my life. When it was an instrumental. It's like, this beat is so fucking whack. I said, yo, listen to this. He's like, yo, they killed that shit. So they say never meet your heroes, G. Doom is definitely Doom taught me to be myself as a man. Yeah. Wu-Tang taught me God. Doom told me I could probably still get pussy being a nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's sure enough, it's worked out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But hearing this dude, and actually, I never talked to dude before. Never talked to him. Talked to his cousin. I talked to MF Grimm. I talked to a couple other motherfuckers. And I kind of like understand why he said got niggas on his own team mad enough to blast him. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're talking in real life on the Mike Rain Man. Like, well, I get that shit. We could have talk all day about Doom stories, but like that's definitely my favorite hate-love relationship. But I did love him. You know what I'm saying? Loved him with all of it. Sure. We got to go to something. Carl, you got something before I go to weapons?
Carl, I wanted to get back to your DNA. So you mentioned earlier that you had started out as an MC. Thank you, Luki. You said you started out as an MC. What kind of got you into the producing side of it? Because even though I know you still do MC, but you seem to have like gone head first into producing. What was the transition there? What kind of got you into making beats and wanting to do that?
It was chasing up producers for beats, man. Like when I get that itch to write, it's like I didn't want to have to keep chasing up producers for beats. And like I remember one day seeing this Rock Marciano interview not long after Marsburg, so 2012, 2013 type Marsburg. And he said something about like, just learn to do everything yourself. The video clips, the beats, whatever, recording yourself. Save the money. You know what I mean? Invest that shit in yourself and you know, build up your skill set. And I was like, fuck, man. I always used to hear samples and be like, I wish I knew how to make beats. I'd flip this. So it really became just more a necessity to just not have to keep chasing producers. And I was friends and working and collabed with all the real dope fucking Australian producers out here. But it was more still like I just wanted to start being more self-sufficient. But then as I got into it more, I moved away from the MC and fell in love with the production and then started doing stuff with, you know, US acts and stuff. So, and now I'm only known really as a producer over on your side of the pond, ironically, and that's cool anyway. Like it's almost like a second part of my life as well. So yeah, it started off more as a necessity to answer your question. And then I just, fell in love with the process of it, man. The art form of it, realizing all the intricacies that go behind it that you didn't think about as an MC. As an MC, you're more like, is this dope? Can I rap to this? Done. Now it's like, you listen to music in a different way now. Every time I hear beats, I'm listening to shit completely differently than when I was rapping. So I just fell in love with that, man. And just getting to work with US acts was a lot easier than collabing on rap because the accent, listen to my accent, man, it's jarring for Americans to hear Aussies rap. we grew up with American television, American art forms, American music. We're used to it. All of a sudden you hear an Aussie dude jump on a track. It's a lot of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? But whereas beats don't have accents.
A little bit.
You know, so yeah, I was like, I can make beats forever. I can make beats forever, you know. So yeah, the accent would never hold me back. You know?
Your accent, though, everybody, you know, the Australian accent is one of the most, I think, beloved accents in America. You know what I mean? Like,
not on hip hop beats, not on rap.
Maybe that's the one. That's the one exception. But other than that, anybody is like, oh man, Australia, you know, put another strip on the Barbie, bloke. Yeah, you know, like motherfuckers love it. Like that's one of those things. Like you're from Australia, oh shit. Like it's like it's the whole other side of the world.
Yeah, that's true. How do you guys feel about the UK accent on beats?
I see. Personally, I dig it, but in the same sense that I dig a Spanish accent on beats.
Okay, gotcha.
I like hearing different flavors and you know different aspects of stuff. So for me, there's a lot of British rappers that I fuck with.
Okay, that's interesting to hear. Yeah,
it's like 5% of them motherfuckers I like, man. Like, boom, I don't like not a lot hard. None of them motherfuckers.
See, I grew up in Canada though, so we had a lot of British television. I grew up on Fawlty Towers and Monty Python, and you know, so you know, I've mimicked British and Australian and Irish and Scottish accents my whole life. So
UK accents, in general.
Right.
Yeah. It got to be a dope beat. I was listening to some Florence by some guy today. I was like, yo, man, I like this, but I don't. Some of the other songs, the beats, like the Owls, the Owls. You remember those guys?
Oh, the Four Owls, the Four Owls. Yeah,
they had some premier beats. I'm like, damn, these are some of the best premier beats I heard. I fuck with this. Then you have the drill rap, British accent. I fuck with it. I don't know why.
Fuck with that one, yeah.
I fuck with the drill rap.
It's the lingo. Yeah, the lingo is so slick.
Yeah,
though.
And it's really hype. So I fuck with that. But really, on like a lot of real hip hop. British accents, I don't fuck with it, man.
Yeah.
Like Askel, like I didn't even fuck with him.
Yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me, man, that a lot of people would find it odd, weird. You know what I mean? Because it's you don't hear it growing up. You know what I mean? Whereas we hear all Australia is like a melting pot of like cultures. So everything trickles down to us. We grew up with all that stuff. So it's normal to us. Whereas, you know, you guys all of a sudden hear some Aussie rap and it's going to sound like Steve Irwin behind the mic or some shit. Weird, you know? Fucking weird. Like,
crikey.
If it's a dope beat,
wild.
If it's the dope beat, I'm probably going to fuck with it. But if it's regular.
True.
If it's amazing, I'll probably fuck with it. But if it's like regular. Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey,
he's really
I got
pissed
some
off
Aussie
now.
more real quick. Yeah, I'm really pissed off now. Yeah. Oh, you fuck with the movie Chopper? You ever seen Chopper?
Yeah. No, that's a cult classic here, man. Yeah.
Okay, good. I love Chopper.
Many times. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure isn't that how Eric Bana got his start overseas? Yeah, like after that, he was in a bunch of shit. But no, that's a well-known movie here, man. Especially because like it's all happened in Melbourne as well. So us Melburnians, we know it very well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Me and Bless put me on. My man, God Bless Beats. He put me on the Chopper, man. Like that's one of the movies that he used to make us watch like all the time when we'd be over there in the studio. It would just be playing in the background and everything.
Playing in the background, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, Chopper is one of them ones. If y'all ain't seen it, man, it absolutely made us look at like Australia. It was like, yo, Australia crazy. Yo, you know about Tim Sharkey?
The name rings a bell.
He's from the Gold Coast. He's a dude like Chopper, but he was on the Gold Coast. I don't know where Melbourne's on the Gold Coast, right? That's the Gold Coast. Melbourne's,
no, Melbourne's down like south. Gold Coast is up north, like warm and hot and shit up there. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he was this big thug dude up in the Gold Coast, and he ended up going to Thailand and living in Pattaya or wherever it's called up there. But all he do is like, just go to the gym, get super swole off steroids, extort people, and protect homeless women and stray cats. That's what he does.
Okay, yeah, right.
Tim Sharkey, man, look him up. He's one of my. He's a real life hero out here. He's a real life villain. hero.
Yeah, okay.
And cats.
Yeah.
Dude said
He's really into to saving stray cats, man, for whatever reason, man. Like that's what he does.
That's his thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's a good guy at heart. He's been stabbed repeatedly. He's been he got into this crazy social media internet beef with this dude named Chessburn or something like that, who was also from Australia, man. Look it up. It's bizarre, man.
Did you say
it's bizarre, man? Yeah, Tim Sharkey, man. Check him out. Yeah, Tim Sharkey. He's that dude, man.
I'll check it out for sure, man.
The most famous thing in the United States from Australia nowadays is who?
What's his name?
Most famous, no. The most famous thing from Australia to this day, which I got in. The famous thing.
Steve Irwin.
Bluey.
Bluey's from Australia?
Bluey's Australian.
That cartoon dog or whatever. Yeah, that shit's huge, man. That shit's huge. And then the Wiggles, that were huge too before them.
The Wiggles was I forgot Wiggles was
they're Australian. I don't know what the fuck's in the water here, but they just like blowing up with these like kids acts, man. It's weird as. But yeah, Bluey's huge, man. That's fucking huge,
Bluey's dad, his name is Bandit, gives all other dads a bad name because that motherfucker's amazing, yo. I have fun with my kid. No one has that much fun with their kids.
He said no one has that much fun with his kids. Come on, man.
No one has time to get off work and then go play make-believe for 6 hours. And word.
How do you think I get through work?
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing make believe.
6 hours of make believe. I'm checked out, dude.
That's
a fact. Talk that shit, Carl.
I can't do it, yo. I might hurt myself. Yeah. word. But yeah, Bluey definitely. Yeah. You say what's in the water? Yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm a dude that produces for me. His name is Aoi. I believe he lives in Australia, but I'm not what part.
Who's that? Sorry.
His name is Aoi.
Aoi. I'm not familiar with that dude.
A-O-I.
You sure it's not oi?
Nah, it's not that.
Oi.
A-O-I.
Yeah, you would think
A-O-I. Yeah. By the way, he produced the New Guys album. The album I always talk about never came out with Young Dirty Bastard. Young Dirty Bastard's little son.
You've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I did. Like 8 times. He produced that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll come out
I'll have to check him out.
I
mean, we got some dope producers here, man. There are some dope Australian producers, man.
And it's a great sound. It's a great,
definitely a lot of talent. Sound.
Yeah.
We definitely got some talent out here.
See a lot of graffiti in your city?
Yeah, man. Graffiti's huge here, man. Like pretty much
that's
a lot of people, they start with graffiti, and that's almost a segue into then the hip hop music. But they are tied in, like they link together. Hip hop and graffiti, especially in Melbourne, where I'm from. They're like crossed fingers, man. Yeah, very, very, very huge graffiti scene here, man.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well,
really big.
Yeah. So let's get to it. Hold on, let's get to it though, real quick. Let's get to it real quick before you go. What are your weapons of war? What are your weapons?
I keep it super, super simple, man. I've never been one of those crazy gearheads that need to buy shit, man. I've got a sampler, which is the very first old machine that came out. When was that out? 2010 or some shit. I'm still using that. I got a $150 keyboard, man. That's it. That I use for like doing my bass lines and subtle synths and shit. 2 speakers, turntable. One of those. Even the turntable was one of those Audio Technica, 1200 knockoff ones. They look the same, but it's Audio Technica brand. 2 JBL monitors and one of those. What are they? Macs? These old things. Even this is 10 years old. That's it, man. Nice and simple, man. Like I don't. Yeah. I've got some of my homies have like 700 like classic redone MPCs all on the racks, like and I just never needed any of that sort of stuff, man. I'm feeding 3 kids too. I don't have that luxury, but I keep it simple, man. Like straight up on machine, the very first one. I've never updated it. I don't have any of the new software. I don't have all that, the blinking lights and all that crazy shit that they brought out. I just keep the old orange one, man, with the orange pads and shit until that breaks. Then I'll probably update. But so far, the last 6 years or since 2018, 17, I've been all right. So I keep it simple, man. My weapons are very, very simple.
Yeah, I fucks with it, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Word.
That's it, man. I don't even update my computer because I'm scared that what's up with Apple? You update and then it renders your other shit obsolete. My friends have made that mistake before and they can't backdate it or what's it called where you put it back to an older OS system.
Time machine.
So every time those fucking things come on saying, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Remind me tomorrow." Like don't even want to risk that shit.
What you got to do
why Apple works like that. Why do they work like that?
You know why? Because they want you to buy more stuff.
Buying shit.
Absolutely. Yeah. But this is what you got to do. Like you got to buy like a terabyte. You got to buy, a storage device, and you got to copy over the things that you want, essential type stuff. And also make sure you do that with any music, like if you happen to shop at iTunes or whatever, because sometimes when you do those updates, it'll take away things that if people have decided to do re-releases or no longer make it available in your country, it'll take it off of there. So always take your files and put them on a little separate hard drive or whatever, and then you got them. But
that's another good idea,
diabolical.
Man. That's another thing. I haven't done backup save, whatever, in a long time. Knock wood. You reminded me I have to do that today.
Sorry.
Damn. The amount of beats I would lose, it would be soul destroying shit, man.
But honestly, you can get a 1 terabyte Western Digital external hard drive for like $50 on Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I got to stop being lazy, man. I got to stop being lazy with certain things, bro. It's not good, man.
Me and you are alikes because I still record off. This is Pro Tools 7 that I be using.
I got some old Pro Tools too, man. But do you have the dongle thing, the little dongle plugin, whatever the fuck?
With the inbox.
I
got inbox number 1. I believe it's inbox number 1. This is definitely the first one. Matter of fact, I had to go back and rebuy it because I got Let's see. You can see that shit, yo. Can you see that? This one right here?
Yeah, I can see that one.
Yeah, that's the one. This is the first one, I think.
That's going back, man. That's going back.
But it works. And Primo Jab's just talking about my mic. My mic is really good. So
it's very good.
I don't wanna get. It's canceled. They don't make it no more. So
keep good technology, man.
It's I don't know. I googled it and I tried to go on eBay. They had them on eBay, but they don't make it anymore. It's
they're not manufacturing.
You know, make it anymore.
I've got like 5 different digital interfaces from just having them over the years. Started out with just a simple 2-channel. Now I've got a 16. I've got a 16 XLR Tascam. So that way I can record all my drums, all that stuff.
Yeah. See, I'm actually like, for someone that makes beats, which requires technology, I'm low key dumb as fuck, man, with like technology and stuff. Like that's why all my shit's almost 10 plus years old. I don't upgrade. I don't do nothing because I don't want to lose that workflow. And I've almost got fear of like upgrading my shit. So I'm like, I'm actually not. I'm not that mentally inclined with all that tech savvy shit, funny enough, man. So my whole process is super simple, man.
There's no right or wrong way to get there. It's however your process is to get what you get. So, there have been, recordings that were done with a Fender amp and a bathtub. And that's how they got a legendary sound. And all the equipment in the world wouldn't give you that same sound. It was just somebody that decided that's where the reverb is. That's what I want.
Absolutely.
You know
or even
what I mean?
36 chambers, man. That sounds like that was recorded in a fucking basement
stairwell
or like in a shipping container.
They cut that in a Doomsday as well.
Yes. Doomsday, Operation Doomsday. Super rough, But again, it adds that. It always adds that aesthetic to it, doesn't it? That people try and now emulate with plugins and shit. Go figure.
Mossberg.
Exactly.
Mossberg sounds like that. That's
Mossberg,
probably why I like them so much. Like, in matter of fact, that's how all my shit kind of sound. I kind of like was trying.
Yeah.
It can actually develop
do you prefer
a sound.
Mossberg or Reloaded?
Man, Reloaded.
You prefer Reloaded?
Yo.
Yeah.
Because people could compare that to Illmatic and It's Written, but I still like Reloaded. Even though I like Illmatic when I like It's Written. But like, boom, Reloaded. Oh my God, all them songs on there. Pistol Air. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Another So the Dungeon in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Where Outkast and Goody Mob recorded.
Yep.
Gave them a distinct sound, and they had very little equipment in this very kind of dingy, small little kind of basement area. But it was definitely responsible for part of how their records came out.
Absolutely.
I think less is more a lot of the time, man. Like if you got too much stuff now and you're starting to get too tech and too much glitz and glam, you lose that like creativity where you're only using those parameters you're in with your lack of equipment. Sometimes makes you get more creative, I find.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think like it's sometimes less is more with this music shit, But again, just my opinion. But
you could be correct, because check it out. Whenever RZA, shout out to Sheikh Hanif, the RZA's flooded the basement, RZA flood. His beats didn't sound the same anymore when he had to upgrade to new equipment. Even Premier had a point in time where when he changed to the new tools, the shit didn't sound the same. So
it almost feels like with RZA, man. Like again, he's my personal goat. RZA, what up? Mad respect. But it almost felt like when he went out there and learnt more music theory and upgraded all that stuff, he lost that craziness from that 93 to 97 era, or even prior to that. Yep. Yeah, it almost felt like he lost that zaniness of the RZA genius. You know what I mean? Again, it was almost better when he didn't keep studying that shit as much. Like it was
organic. It was organic, man. He was figuring it out as it was happening in real time, as opposed to being like, oh, this is the theory of this. This is the structure of this. I should be making it like this. He was just like, yo, this sounds good here. Let me put this on top of this. Oh, look how it clashes together. Wow.
Exactly, man.
Assassination Day.
I felt like he lost that. Exactly, man. Exactly. So
there's also a connection that you get when something's really raw. When any art is raw, I think people gravitate a lot more to it. That's why there was a punk movement. I think with
not punk from the Midwest, but punk the music.
No, punk. Yeah. So I think that when you have people like RZA who didn't really know what he was doing, he was just doing what he was doing, and it just felt right. I think a lot more people connected to it just instantly. Yeah,
absolutely.
Instinct over instinct over a piece of paper. You know what I mean? Like telling you this is where the keys are. For sure.
He's making that beat live. I forget what it was on. He's making that beat live.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
That's what I think a lot of people had that eyebrow raised when they heard. They were like,
that's
what's happening?
He looked a little like Cribs or something like that. Like it wasn't coming out the way he wanted it to, or something. I don't know.
But then he tried to double down on it.
There was a look in his eye.
That video hurts my soul, man. Shit.
Yeah, it really does. Here's Cribs. It was amazing. I remember we sat down and we watched Cribs to see if they was gonna show what he was using to make the beats. Then he said, "I'll be watching porno over here." Like, oh shit!
That's where you getting the samples from? Duh,
maybe. So then we saw.
That's a dope chamber, though. To be honest,
it really was. We was like, yo,
porn?
Man,
oh man, it's probably crazy samples in there.
Crazy. Techno is like some techno type shit in there. I love
That's
it.
That's 80s porn, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we saw what he made the beats on. But then we saw that episode of that. Low key, I want to rhyme on that or have it start off that whack ass beat that RZA was making, and then all of a sudden they go into something else dope. Because that was horrible. I was like, yo, what kind of video game shit is this? What kind of duck hunting shit is this, yo? I can't believe it. It hurt my soul, man. Yo. Yeah.
Hold on, man. All right. Good transition. Good transition. All right. So previously I spoke about your affiliations. I want to talk about the affiliation with the illustrious LUPARA Gang that you're a part of, man. With a clique of dope producers worldwide that aren't making shit that sound like bleep blop blue blops. Tell me how that came out. How that came apart.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Farmer Beats first.
Farmer
did it or something. Either Farmer or maybe Hobgoblin. One of those dudes. Yeah. Shouts to both of them lads, man. Great dudes. Just all of a sudden, group message. You can tag people into a group message on Insta or whatever, saying, you know, who would be down to do like a producer group project. And like, I was like, hell yeah, like, you know what I mean? So, and the people that were all selected at the start they were all heavy hitters, man. They're all crazy. We all had our own styles, man. So it was just a no-brainer. The reason why we actually haven't been more productive is more on the rappers side. You know, people got lives and things to do, but we've all got a stack of beats. So we're just trying to get more MCs on board that see the vision. So you'd be surprised how many are sort of like, what the fuck's LUPARA and stuff, until we go, well, have a look at the list of who we are that make the group, you know. So we've got one that we're just wrapping up now with Shoddy out of Miami, dope MC.
Oh, Shoddy
305.
Yeah,
shout him out.
Super talented, man. Super talented.
What's up?
And then we've got a few others in the works, but they won't probably be out till next year. But to any dope MCs, man, that are keen and are fans of myself, Machacha, Farmer, Hob, SB, Mighty Healthy, and Timepiece, and Bohemia Lynch from Japan.
Bohemia Lynch too. That's right.
Get at us, man. Get at us, because we're willing to work. We're just waiting for MCs to jump on board. So yeah, but to answer your question, I think it was either Farmer or Hob or something. Essentially came up with the idea, and we're like, we should do this, like try and do one once or twice a year. So that way, you know, they get a beat from all of us and do something real crazy. So. And I just think it's cool. There's no real producer crews out there, really. You know,
it's beyond fucking cool.
And such a high level group of producers too.
Yeah, I think so. But surprisingly, we haven't been able to get the ball rolling yet. Like, I'm still waiting to get the ball rolling still. But
no. Let me correct you there. Compendium of Arcanium.
Yeah, the water joint. Yeah.
Shout out Water. Shout out my guy. Water. Absolutely. By this time, this is after Water has already, you know, this is the day after Water probably just put together one of the illest shows in Chicago underground history. He curated it back up at the crib. But shout out Water. But y'all put together such a dope product with that album. And the fact that all of y'all came with your own sounds, kept it unique to your own vibe on that project. Yeah. It just made it that much more dope. The fact that you just said y'all got the joint with Shoddy coming out, I think that goes back again. Here's another full circle moment. That's y'all finding somebody that is just on the verge, right? All it needs is somebody who says, I know FLU makes dope beats. I know Hobgoblin makes dope beats. I know Farmer makes dope beats. If they're making beats for this guy, Machacha's making dope beats. SB11, oh my God, all these people made his beats. I gotta listen to this. And that's watch. We're gonna be talking about Shoddy in the next 6 months after this project come out, because just off of the strength of that. But y'all putting that effort behind them, that collective effort. I can't wait to hear that project. That's gonna be dope. And the fact that y'all are recruiting
about Shoddy
you're recruiting too. MCs, tough. Say less. Did y'all hear that?
I'd like to see 2 or 3 LUPARA produced albums a year. That for me that would be dope.
Give me a top 5. Give me a top 5. Who are you headhunting? Who are you headhunting right now? Who are you headhunting right now? If you had your brothers, if you had your choice.
Oh shit, man. That has put me on the spot.
I know. That's why I did.
While you're thinking, I just want to say I love this fucking podcast so much. This is fucking so dope. Great timing for that, Primo.
Is that a White Claw?
Great timing for that.
Is that a White Claw?
Absolutely. So ain't no laws with the White Claw, brother. Of course it's a White Claw. Party water.
Any 5.
Yeah,
So we've done Water, we've done Shoddy. I'm just trying to think, man. Who? I'm fully gone blank, man. It's hard. Like,
you could go Legacy. Like you got work with Young Z. You can go as far as you want. Who do y'all want to resurrect? Who do y'all want to make fire? Product
this is out there. This is left field for me though. But I think Jadakiss on good production, we could finally make that Jadakiss album, right?
Ooh,
so he jumps to mind.
Yo, he got a lot of.
I'm here for it.
So many whack beats, man. So many whack beats, but what an MC when he's in his bag. So he's one. I'd love this is like dreaming, but Raekwon, something like that too would be crazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Marty Healthy. Me and Marty Healthy. We talk about Wu-Tang all fucking day. Me and Marty, shouts to Marty, man. Who else? And then
you got 3 more. Come on. Keep going.
I'd love to maybe get Ito back on board, but this time with the whole crew, not just me. I think that would be something pretty special.
Okay.
As well. Someone from Griselda would be dope too. Like, anyone from the Griselda squad would be
the big
would be
three
crazy.
Or the affiliates.
Probably more the big three, just on like, what I think would mesh with the sound. But like, there's so much talent these days, man. It's like I said, I've been put on the spot.
That's why it's so hard.
I'd almost have to quickly jump back onto Insta and have a quick fucking timeline scroll and be like, this guy, But again, there are 7 of us or however many. So like, I can see now, I guess in retrospect, why it does take us a bit of time to get things together. But I think more outside, like Jadakiss, Raekwon type fucking crazy, like you wouldn't see it coming type shit,
That's dope. But those are great choices.
I just MCs that suffered from bad beats. Like I always felt Young Z had some trash ass beats. I was like, let's do something, I reckon Jadakiss over the shit that we do in our ecosystem would be fucking mind-blowingly dope.
But
Yep. It blows my mind sometimes how bad a beats he picks. Then he'd be on mixtapes, down south mixtapes, and he'd be killing it. Then I'd be like, yo, there's a time like 2000 something, Jadakiss was on every mixtape down south. And then he put out an album and be like, yo, this shit kind of whack, man. Like,
man, I know.
Top 5 Dead or Alive, that shit was so whack.
Yeah. He was like, very hyped.
The beat selection's weird. I think trying to cater to too many demographics, I think maybe. I'm not sure, man.
He had a bad
A&R. It does blow my mind, man. Blows my mind. It's like, what are you doing, man?
A lot of rappers, I think, what are you doing? I don't know. I was listening to somebody flight facilities. You know what they are? They're from Australia. Flight facilities. They got a song called "I Crave You." Why don't you like me like the other boys do? Boom. You was with a Quake Cartel in 2013. 2014. Flight Facilities dropped, and they dropped a song called "I Crave You" from Australia. They're playing Coachella this year. And they got a song called "I Crave You." They're an electronic group. The only good song on that album is "I Crave You," and they got Bishop Naru on there. Kylie Minogue. That whole album is trash.
Kylie Minogue.
They've got Kylie Minogue on there too, and Bishop Naru on the same album.
Whack.
That's a weird eclectic collection of fucking.
But they're electronic.
They're electronic. It makes sense.
They're electronic. It's a horrible album.
True. Man, good point.
It is a weird bunching, but it makes sense.
But
I forgot to mention Car as well would be a dream collab.
You got to meet him first.
That's a good.
He doesn't collab with. And obviously
you'll find him in the street. You'll find him out there. You're hanging out. Yeah. He's out there.
And obviously, I forgot Rock Marcy too would be great. So that would roughly round out 5, I think.
Good choices. Good choices.
Me and Superior said we're gonna go to Brooklyn and start fires and see if he come out and try to take the fire out. And
when Grief Pedigree dropped, man, that gave me that feeling that I hadn't had since like the Wu days or Doom and stuff. I was like, whoa, who is this dude? You know what I mean? And how he produced it all himself and just that whole aesthetic. That was mind-blowing shit, like, for me. That album holds a special place, man, big time, he'd round out the wish list, man, for sure.
That's a dope choice. That's a dope choice.
Marksman by Rock Marcy, never made a Christmas wish list. All we got was Santa's Claus. Yeah, that's Animos on that beat right there, too.
Animos.
Yeah. Indeed. Animos didn't look like I thought he was going to look when I saw him.
He's a little shorter than I thought, but I mean, I didn't have any ideas as far as what he looked like.
He looked like Nick Nack off James Bond, right?
What?
Anyway, hey, Carl, edit that out, bro.
No, ain't no editing out. You said it now. It's too late. Like,
I might make a clip out of it.
Looks like I got another person that's going to stand us up in a couple of weeks.
Oh, he's on the list?
Anyway, Lukey. Anyway, hold on. Speaking of slander, Speaking of slander, okay, just in case he edited out. Speaking of slander, I just want to take this time before we go any further. As we're recording on February 7th, which y'all may or may not know is the birthday of Jay Dilla. This would be Jay Dilla's 50th birthday. And, it's come to my attention that there's this stench floating around the underground that I don't fuck with Jay Dilla. But contrary to Lukey's slander, I do actually fuck with Jay Dilla. And I have a list of my top 10 Jay Dilla songs that I do fuck with, so that I can walk the streets of Detroit without people trying to run up on me like you don't fuck with Dilla.
But the Dust is gonna be the most blandest Dilla list ever. It's gonna be a shallow pool of Dilla. And you come out hard for it
because I didn't even realize.
And you kids be
give him a chance.
Hey, guess what? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Before you brand him with that scarlet letter. Check it out. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna go down the list. Far Side Running. I didn't realize Jay Dilla made that.
We in the kiddie pool.
Okay,
go ahead.
De La Soul, Stakes is High.
Kiddie pool.
Awesome. Tribe Called Quest, Find a Way. Fuck you, Lukey. I like that shit. I like it. I don't care. Look, I don't care about the deep cuts. I'm going off of songs that I didn't, that I like from Jay Dilla. Q-Tip, Vibrant Thing.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
I give you that.
Erykah Badu, Didn't You Know?
It's a good one.
Boy, I used to rub bodies to that song. Yup, absolutely.
Yeah, that's deep.
Common, It's Your World, and Aquarius. We've talked about that.
Aquarius is dope. Yeah, I love that shit.
Man, It's Your World, man. It's Your World is that joint.
I like that one. Go ahead.
Ghostface Killer, Whip You With a Strap.
It's also on Donuts.
Love that. Love that song. Doom, Lightworks. Didn't realize that he made that. Definitely love that. And Raekwon, 10 Bricks.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's actually on J-Lib. That's actually on J-Lib.
That wasn't.
I mean, sure. Some of them might be easy choices, but hey, that's what I like. I like those songs. Those songs are dope. I like Jay Dilla. I don't hate the man. He's just not. I don't hold him on the grail. I'm not. Like everybody else does. Like I don't. He's cool. He's cool. He made dope beats.
He didn't say gazillionaire.
Happy birthday.
He didn't say gazillionaire.
I don't like gazillionaire.
He didn't say gazillionaire by. Oh yeah. That's one of my favorite.
Gazillionaire.
He said Dilla. And I went like this.
I like. Oh, shout out. Honorable mention to Murder Goons.
Crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out Jay Dilla, man. Happy birthday, Jay Dilla. And coincidentally, February 7th, Jay Dilla's birthday is also the death day of Big Pun. So, R.I.P. to Big Pun.
Yep.
A super ill MC, one of the dopest MCs to ever destroy microphones and show whack MCs no mercy.
So indeed. For a little back information about this is the last time I make jokes about Primo Jab about Jay Dilla. It's really out of fun. But yeah, FLU DUST. I think everybody knows I'm a big Slum Village Soul Aquarian guy. You know what I'm saying? Doom and Dilla was a good match to me. Like I said, Dilla, Doom, RZA. You know what I'm saying? So episodes of this, Mr. Brother Dust, Brother FLU DUST.
Smells delicious.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. I just was always just like on this dude, pause, about him not liking Dilla. Like always, man. But I'm gonna let it go today. Today I let it go. Also, what's the brother who passed at the same birthday as Dilla? Samurai. No, Samurai Shampoo.
New Job Base.
Yeah.
R.I.P. New Job is they got the same birthday. I take that back. They got the same birthday. They passed today.
So indeed. They got nothing to do with each other, but they had the same birthday, and he actually had the Samurai Shampoo shit on lock. That's one of my favorite animes, being a nerd. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Yeah, big up to those two brothers. You know what I'm saying? Could you go back and tell us about the Crate Cartel that you was doing when you, like in 2013, you was rapping, correct?
Yeah, man. So that was just like a collective of just like-minded Melburnians, man, who sort of wanted to make our kind of hip hop, you know, again, in that vein of being raised on Wu, Mobb Deep, stuff like that, Doom, etc. Yep. Whereas like a lot of stuff in Australia at that time was going more towards radio friendly stuff, which is fine. That was their thing. I'm not shooting at anyone that was doing that, but Australian hip hop was starting to blow up commercially. So there was a lot of stuff on the radio with the catchy hooks and whatever. And we were more like, no, let's bring it back to what we thought was the essence of that shit, you know, hard beats, breaks, dope samples, dope, you know, and MC. And so that basically that was, it was like 5 or 6 of us, and we did pretty well, man. Like there was a stage there we were touring every couple of weeks interstate. Like it's all a bit of a hazy memory from the partying and stuff, but a lot of time at airports, man, sleeping on airport floors and staying at shitty fucking hotels and stuff. But like I love that moment in my life, man, because it almost felt like we were fucking rap stars getting paid to do shows interstate, you know what I mean? And in Melbourne too, and you know, regularly release some music, and it was some of the best times of my life, man. You know what I mean? So it was great, man. Like, you know, I'm 38 now, so you know, yeah, going back, I was from mid-20s to early 30s. You know, we stayed pretty busy, man, and we're all still in contact and stuff. But you know, grow up, have kids. Some people move different areas, but yeah, man, we'll rapping, man, and not completely different to the shit that I'm doing now, just with American rappers. We were kind of still doing that stuff here, like just that gritty hip hop shit, man, you know? So yeah, we just wanted to sort of bring it back to that sort of hip hop, man. Like there wasn't really any sort of catchy radio type tunes. It was just straight up rapping, straight up beats. Yeah.
So indeed, and it's not too late to bring that shit back, because y'all knees don't hurt, y'all backs don't hurt. As much as we get older, we still can talk. We still have our voices as an instrument. Unless you're Beanie Siegel or what Riggs went through for a minute, we still got our voices. So y'all can. I think
Siegel said he's going to use the AI shit now to do his next album. Did you say that?
Yeah, that's a dope idea.
I mean, if he's writing it and shit, if he's writing it and flowing it, and then they just get the thing,
and it's him controlling him. That's 100%
exactly.
Different.
Idea.
That's cool. Yeah. I don't mind his post-shot, you know, gruffy voice though. Personally, I thought it was kind of cool. I kind of like it. But
it threw me off. It threw me off when I heard him on the Conway shit. I'm like, why is he whispering? I was like, oh, this is why he's doing it. He sound. I thought he was doing it on purpose. I thought he was trying to be Freddy Krueger or something, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But he got a lung missing. But I'm all for it. The Beat Coming is a classic album to me, yo. So if he makes shit like The Beat Coming, not like the other shit he was making, like what is it, The Truth or The Answer? I didn't like those albums. Holy shit, those. You did the Doom remixes. You can go remix the Beanie Siegel shit. Get all the vocals for that shit. Hey, yo, there's all these whack albums that were in the 90s. Someone needs to do that. Someone needs to do this. All these whack albums, that had Chic Luch, some of the Nas albums. Just go back and redo these shits with their dope vocals.
So many Nas albums.
Oh my God. The Jadakiss Top 5 That Are Alive, just take their vocals and just redo the shit. The Doom remixes you did, that's pretty good too, bro. So someone out there, if y'all hear this, just remix all these whack albums that they put out in the 90s when they were transitioning from.
But do it well.
Analog DJ, analog. Yeah. Shout out to Fester for doing the Doom remixes as well. He did some Doom remixes as well. So if you got some free time, bro, go back and grab some of these old vocals from Beanie Man for us, man. Yeah, I really would love to hear some of that dark shit to some FLU Dust shit, man.
No, it's a good idea, man. It's a good idea for sure.
People ain't doing that with him. Nah, they ain't.
No, I'm trying to think. Like, there's obviously a million Doom ones, but I can't think of anyone doing those other albums. You know what I mean? So yeah,
that might put you up another notch too. Send it to him and be like, "Oh shit, this shit is dope."
Listen to what you could sound like on this shit. You know?
Not what you could. What you should sound like.
What you do. This is what you sound like on this. You know?
What you should sound like, motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is a good idea, man. Just like I thought people should remix the Andre 3000 flute album. They didn't have enough flute. Didn't have enough flute.
I didn't even listen to that, man. I didn't even check that. Is it literally just flute playing? Like, is that actually what it is?
It's a lot of ambient sounds and noises. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Know how you put kids to sleep? Know how you put the sleep music on?
Yeah.
You put the kids to sleep? That's what it is, man. It's a bunch of sleep music. It's not. Nah, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah. Right.
Unless I'm going to sleep. Unless I'm going to sleep. So all those records you got back there is what you sample with, huh? All your.
Oh yeah, man. Like, and that's a lot. I sold a lot at fairs and shit because once I'd like gone over every inch of the albums, man, I'm not really the type to hold on to shit. Like, I'm not on some minimalist shit either. But I was like, I might as well sell it, get some money, and buy ones that I haven't sampled yet. So a lot of that shit's missing, man. But yeah, I'm pretty much. I like. Don't get me wrong. If I hear something dope online or whatever, I'll sample that too. But I definitely kind of feel like I can do more with the vinyl when it comes to pitching shit down, because the shitty MP3s and stuff. Unfortunately, you start to hear that digital. I don't even know the technical
artifact.
Yeah, you start to hear that digital weird.
Yeah.
And I pitch a lot of my shit down a lot, like an octave or whatever. So I noticed with the vinyl, I guess you don't get any of that. It's not stretching out and turning the shit. So again, though, like everyone though, I definitely sample shit online too, but I definitely still prefer vinyl for the sake of, I guess, the quality when I'm fucking with the pitch and shit, you know. But I'm definitely not on that, like, I'm not on some elitist, like, it has to be vinyl shit. Like, sample whatever's dope, you know. Like you said earlier, if it sounds dope, it sounds dope. But yeah, that's the reason why I still sort of fuck with vinyl, man. Yeah.
What up? I didn't know that. Now I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't make beats. I ain't gonna make beats either, man. I loop some shit all day. But I ain't gonna make no beats. I'll probably stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I still want to rap.
yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. But do you send your producer pals loops that you find?
Sometimes I was gonna send somebody some shit. This Fat Boy's beatbox the other day. But sometimes it's like, man, you do it. I'll loop this shit myself. Then I'll find drums and I'll do it myself.
You send me some loops.
Yeah, definitely. But definitely I sent Carl some loops. Definitely. But it's different because me and Carl was like in contact. We was like, should talk. When we saw each other at work and shit. Yeah, but definitely. But a lot of times I'm like, you do it. You know what I'm saying? But Carl can finish off the shit for me too. Pause. We got a lot of the same mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Pause. But finish off. Yeah, but I don't know. I'd rather it come from someone else's vision than I just put the words to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get back. So everybody, you on notice for 2024. I'm coming for y'all. Pause. I wanted to say pause. Anyway, yeah. Primo Jack, what do we have? What man? What we got, bro?
Yo, man, I am just so happy that you took the time out of the future of Thursday, a day before now, to come and kick it with us, man. Like, it's dope hearing the impact that this global culture has on a dude from Australia who came up and made some raw shit.
Yeah,
man. I mean, like, I actually wanted to say too, before we parted ways, man. Like, I really appreciated you guys having me on, man. Like, the honor's all mine, man, because like I spoke on earlier, getting noticed in this sea of competitors and sea of rappers, producers, whatever, is tough, man. So I've seen and listened to the guests you guys have had on here. So for me to be included even in that list, man, means a lot to me. And I mean that truly. I'm not even doing the fake humble shit. Like, I was like, when you reached out, I was like, fuck, hell yeah, man. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate your time, man. Really do.
Oh, man. I mean, it's like I said earlier, you definitely have put in your work. You put your hand into the wet cement early on in the game, man. So it was only right. I'm glad, like I said, I'm just glad we got the chance to let you get your chance to get your shine on and talk your talk and, tell us about the other side of the earth, man. This is dope.
Yeah. No, thank you, man. No, I really appreciate it. I really do, man. Means a lot.
Carl, what we got, bro?
Yeah, I just, definitely really, really appreciate you, taking the time. I love the keep it simple, kind of approach that you have as far as, just working with the equipment that you have. I think a lot of people overcomplicate stuff, and it's good to hear from people that make incredibly detailed stuff and then can simply say, I just, I use this and this and that's it. So it's good for people to hear stuff like that. And I definitely could do a lot more with less.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the fact that you mentioned the details, though. Like, I like that you mentioned, though, that I still try, because sometimes I wonder if I'm wasting my time spending 8 hours adding those kind of textures, those details. Does the average listener hear the shit? You know what I mean? Like, do they hear it though? Like, sometimes, like, I gotta wonder, am I wasting my time adding that tiny little bit of
emphatically no, you're
percussion?
No, keep doing it.
Know?
Keep doing it.
Cool. All right, we'll do that. I appreciate that.
Definitely. Fellas, everybody out there in the internet world, it doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Word. When the finished product comes out and it sounds dope and you're satisfied with it and you like it, it don't matter how you got there. It just don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to walk in a circle or walk back and forth. I mean, the children of Israel, whatever, they walked in the woods for 40 days and 40 nights. No, they rained. No, it rained 40 days and 40 nights. But you know what I'm trying to say. They got there though still. You know what I'm saying? Word. You could have went straight.
40 years in the desert.
40 years. That shit was fucked up. They didn't have no GPS back then. They was fucking up. Yeah, but anyway, as long as you get there, you know what I'm saying? Word. FLU DUST, you getting there.
That's it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
No doubt, man. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for taking time out of your... Is it nighttime or is it daytime?
Nah, it's like... I'm not sure how long we've been talking, but yeah, it's just the afternoon, man. I'll probably go surprise my kids and pick them up down the street and get back to making beats, man. Yeah.
That's what's up, yo. Shout out to Tilly and Bandit, Bingo, and Bluey over there in Australia. You know what I'm saying?
It, man. And the Wiggles. And the Wiggles.
Can't forget the Wiggles.
Chopper.
Yeah.
And
Chopper,
Tim
man.
Sharkey.
I'm gonna check his name out, man. I'm gonna check him out now.
Yeah, look up Tim Sharkey. You're welcome.
And before we get off here, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention this at all. I'll be watching ESPN in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And Aussie Rules rugby is the most insane shit.
Oh, you've seen that shit?
Oh yeah.
They play that shit over there.
Yeah, I've been watching this since a kid. And motherfuckers be jumping up on people's backs and catching the ball. Circle fill. Oh
7 Nations championships and all that shit. Yeah. We familiar.
We familiar. We
definitely just because we suck at it doesn't mean we're not fans.
Yeah. we still know about it.
That is a trip, though, that you see that they have that on ESPN over there, man. That's crazy. I had no idea. I had no idea, man.
Yeah, no idea. I've been watching it for a very, very long time. Everybody had mullets. But
have you got a team? Do you follow a team?
No, I don't.
All Blacks. New Zealand.
No, that's definitely not Aussie Rules football. That's not Aussie rugby.
No,
that's regular rugby.
That's just regular rugby. Oh, okay. Is it different?
Yes, the
Aussie Rules. Aussie Rules is like, they're jumping on each other's backs, tackling, the ball goes in all kinds of rounds. It's about 8 sports to 1. It's random as fuck. It's super random.
Okay, I'm about to look this up.
The uniforms like cut off t-shirts.
They're just like ripped off sleeves. Yeah,
it is, man. And you got to kick the ball between 2 big fucking white posts.
And the dude, I'm telling you, they got like shoulders on them. It's crazy.
It's a weird fucking. We're a weird country, man. We're a fucking weird country. I tell you, all kinds of look at the animals that live here, man.
The spiders, dude. The fucking spiders there are insane.
8-foot spiders. 8-foot spiders there.
Yeah, it's
deadly spiders.
Keeps on your fucking toes, though. I tell you that much, man.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure.
Yeah,
constantly fucking ready for something,
right?
I burned the house down.
There's a spider in the room. Get my shotgun. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
In the field,
he got like the look.
He's like, I
haven't done a check in a while.
I just double checked that because this is inside a garage, right? So it's like
easy
a done up garage. So there's all kinds of fucking bugs and shit be in here, man. Sometimes,
snakes too.
Nah, because a bit too like city area, but there's definitely some crazy poisonous fucking snakes out here, man. But not in this area in particular. But they're there.
Just crazy spiders. That's all.
Just crazy spiders, man. Yeah, they'll find you no matter where you are, even in the city. They'll be waiting for you, man.
Fuck that.
They'll be waiting for you.
I got bit by a spider. There's a hole in my leg, and then all of a sudden there's a line going up my leg. Like you saw a line.
Poisoning.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
really?
You got bit by a brown recluse or some crazy shit.
Yeah, I did, yo.
Yeah.
They said what 3 more days.
What happens there? You take antivenom or some shit, or what?
Oh, they shot. Yo, check it out. Yo, I went to the doctor, and They first gave me a shot for staph because it got affected with staph. Then they gave me antibiotics and another thing, And I was like,
crazy.
okay. I was like, okay. So I was lifting my arm up. They said, no, Mr. Llewellyn, you gotta shoot you in your buttocks. I said, you gotta shoot me in my buns?
Yep.
Shit. Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, they had to give me a shot in my buns, man. And I felt a lot better after that the next day. Cause my foot was like, I'm a skinny dude. My foot was, I couldn't even put my shoe on no more. There was a hole in my leg.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, damn, touch wood. Yeah. I've never been bitten. Like, even though born and raised here, I've never been bitten by something though that's created any kind of like, reaction like that. Like, luckily, so they're here, but I guess we're used to them. We're used to that shit. Just swat it away and go about your day.
Yeah, but fuck. I'm glad I'm not over there.
This shit crazy, man.
He just like swat out the way.
Yeah,
get out of here. Get out of here.
Get off of me.
The Dragon Ball Z. The Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing. Like, I'm acting all cool because I'm on camera and shit. But low key, like, there's a couple of screaming moments where you jump off the couch and shit. Like, so yeah, it's not always hunky dory, man. Because some of them are fucking ugly as shit, But yeah,
and they big too, right?
I got to play it cool on the podcast, man.
Word. And they big too. They ain't like they little bitty joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get some big fuckers here, man. Yeah, they grow. I don't know if it's the sun, the weather. I don't know, man. But yeah, they get big, man. Fucking weird. There's a saying. It's called Australia. It's where the devil keeps his pets. I don't know if you ever heard that one, but I thought that was kind of cold. That's man. Where the devil keeps his pets.
That's crazy.
That's an album name.
It's almost like an album title, man.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. I might do a compilation with a bunch of rappers, my beats, and just call it that, where the devil keeps his pets. I reckon that sounds pretty dope.
That's dope.
That's ill, bro. That's ill.
So you heard it here first. There you go, man. You heard it here first.
And everybody out there, I will not be going to Australia. This has been episode 129 of the Abyss Podcast, episode 129. I'll go to Melbourne in the middle of the city, and I'll carry a thing of bug spray, and I'll wear long pants the whole time I'm there. No long sleeve shirt or nothing, because I don't want to. I'll go to Sydney to the Opera House, and I will not. Yeah. I will not go anywhere else. I'll stay by the water. I'll probably get killed there. Probably get killed there. You know what I'm saying? But boom, this has been with FLU DUST. You know what I'm saying? Abyss Podcast. We'll see y'all motherfuckers next week. Boom. Don't get bit by no spider.
Appreciate you.
One. Yeah.
Ladies.
White Claws.